Here we have the Breville BES880. It's got a touchscreen model, and it has a steam wand that has a sensor right down here. So I'm going to turn it on and show you the error message that comes on. It says an error has occurred during startup, error code ER50. Let me just try to zoom in on that. And that's the error message that we're getting. So we've tried everything and it's not going away, so I'm going to inspect the temperature sensor and see if this is what's causing it. So this is the temperature sensor. I've taken it out. It sits in with this little circuit port here. And there's, as you can see, there's three contact pads there that go with this. That senses when there's actually a cup sitting on the milk frother area. So normally these are temperature controlled sensors, so when they get hot the resistant value changes, and then it sends the message to the computer PC board that the temperature is changing through the resistance reading. Here I have set up my ohm meter on very low resistance, so when I touch together my tester here, you can see it goes down to zero, almost to zero. So I'm going to use this to get a reading on the ohms. I tried this already off the camera and I couldn't get any reading. So what I'm going to do, see, there's no reading. I'm going to change the scale. I'll go up to a mid-range scale that's on 2K ohms or 2000 ohms, and I'll try to get a reading there. Still no reading. So now I'm going to go all the way up to the highest scale that I have is 20 M ohms, 20 mega ohms. Let's see if we can get a reading here. So when I touch it, you can see it goes to zero. When I open the contact, it goes back to infinity. So let's try here and see if we're going to get any reading. And again, there's no reading at all. No reading at all. So what I'm going to try now is I have a heat source. I'm going to heat this up and see if it's going to give me any reading. This is basically a surface melt solder iron blowing around 100 degrees Celsius. So I'm just going to add some heat to this, just like how the milk frother would, as the milk frother pumps steam into the milk, and you know the metal can is sitting on top of that. It's going to heat that up. The metal, let's get it nice and warm. Now I'm hoping that I'm going to get a reading once this heats up a bit. I'm just going to see how hot it's getting. Oh yeah, that's more than I can handle. So that's pretty hot now. Let's see if I'm going to get a reading. There is no reading on my highest scale. Now let's try on the lowest scale. Again, no reading. Nope, no reading at all. Okay, so I've rigged up a little circuit that bypasses this temperature sensor, and I'm going to see if the machine will start up and get past that error code now. So let's try it. We've seen that before, but hey, there it is. Look at that, it's starting now. We didn't have this menu option before, we had the error code. So there we go, we found the problem, and with my special test circuit I was able to start the machine, and now I know for sure, without a doubt, that this was the problem all along.